Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Vicky speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center. I am here with Ona from Ona's Tarot.
Hello, hello, hello.
So we are here for moon shadows, and we're going to be looking at the new moon at 13 degrees of Leo, which happens on the 4th of August, which is incidentally um, Barack Obama's 63rd birthday. Isn't
Oh,
that
really?
interesting? Yes.
Oh, happy birthday, Barack.
And actually, you know, these lunations have been pretty intense of late. And of course, how can we forget the last lunation we looked at on Ona's channel, the full moon that we looked at in Capricorn. If you're interested in what we said about that, because we all know what happened on that full moon, Joe Biden decided to step down from nomination and backed Kamala Harris. And ever since, we've been riding the wave, have we not?
Yeah, the shock wave.
And what a wave it is. And we had, well, you know, we're going to be doing a Mystic Sisters Live tomorrow, Friday, 7 Eastern, 6 Central. So we'll be on live. It'll be on my channel, Victoria Skirbo. So you can join us because we're going to talk about all the things that have happened, including that interview in, of all places, Chicago, with the Black Association, no, American Association of Black Journalists. I think that's the title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a mess.
Well,
Just
he was
embarrassing for the
the
city.
Orange Menace was bummed because he got his ear shot off for nothing.
Yeah, right.
But I tell you, modern medicine is miraculous. It's grown back.
Yeah, well, you got a graft.
A graft from his, never mind. Okay, so we're gonna look at we'll look at the full moon, I mean the new moon in Leo, and we'll put some cards on it and see what else comes up. Of course, new moons are always starting points, the start of something new. Wherever 13 degrees of Leo is in your chart, that's where new beginnings are happening. Where do you know where your 13 of Leo is for you, hon?
I have to look, and I was just looking at the time. It's at 7:13 in the morning. So if you do like morning yoga outside on Sunday morning, or having your cinnamon roll.
Yeah, I like that. Michael made biscottis, so I'll probably just sitting outside with a biscotti.
You could put that on your new moon altar for your edible.
That's a good idea. Yes, yeah. That and maybe some other edible thing, but we'll keep that a secret.
What degree of
13 of Leo?
I got nothing.
Is that your second house?
Third.
Third house. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll make some new friends in your building. Maybe you'll get invited to a party.
Maybe, maybe people next door, the Lollapalooza people, are having a party today.
Yes, Leo is a great party energy. It's, Leo is all about fun. It's all about joy. And so this is a good opportunity, and it's a Sunday, so unless you work on a Sunday, you can really like make something of it. I think it's a lovely
Definitely. It's a day you celebrate the sun
on a Sunday, which is even more powerful, right?
Yeah, it makes it a better day.
Yeah, Leo's ruled by the sun. So when we have a new moon in Leo, it really is a fun fun in the sun, or sun in the fun day. All right, I'm going to pull the chart up if that's all right,
Yeah.
Ona. As I do that, have you had any sensations or synesthesia come up for you?
It's all like just shacky stuff, things creating electricity. like static electricity. It's like
Okay.
electricity. And it could be that somebody just had a shop vac in my unit today, but there's definitely that feeling.
So
Uh,
like almost like an electricity in the air kind of feeling.
Uranus driven, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, let's see what's Uranus doing on this. Oh, there's Uranus
I
right there.
would say, yeah, and Taurus.
Still
So,
in Taurus, still on Algo. Yes. It actually, that the conjunction we had of Mars and Uranus, which sort of really blew everything out of the water. We could look at it for Trump's assassination attempt, for the pressure that Biden was under, it hit Trump's chart, it hit Biden's chart, it hit um, Kamala's chart, it also hit Nancy Pelosi's chart, and it hit the moon. It was exactly square the moon of the United States Sibley chart. So
yeah,
we all in some way or some form got triggered by that experience.
and I
And
think triggering is still there. It seems
yeah,
like I said, we're waiting for the next shocking thing. And you just mentioned before that, we had a hostage exchange.
that's right. I found that out
It's
today,
like,
just before
oh
we
my,
got home.
God, those kinds of things are like, oh my gosh, that kind of stuff. And
I was stunned. I had just gotten off a reading with somebody, and I went upstairs and I turned on the television, or maybe I looked at my phone, and it was like hostage swap, and it actually I went, oh, like that was my feeling, because there's this, and what it feels like is the energy that we're in now is a lot of long standing things that we never thought would change are
yeah,
changing. I think that's true of the Biden situation. I think it's true of the Trump situation. I think it's true of the hostage situation. And that's not ending. That's going to continue. And of course, when we get back together for Moonshine on your channel, Ona's Tarot, we have a very potent full moon coming up that just happens to fall on the first day of the Democratic National Convention in Chicago.
and you know what? And it is full moon, and it is what day is that, on Monday?
It's
That's good.
Monday, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
And there's a whole bunch of stuff happened on that day, not just that. There's like 4 things happening
and
that if you took any one of them, it would be enough. But they're all happening together, which I've noticed. Haven't you noticed that like the lunation seems like it's, or even not just the lunations, but it's like things go along, go along, go along, and then all of a sudden everything sort of comes together,
yeah.
and then we have to adapt.
This is a super moon also.
Oh, is it? I'm not
Yes, it's
surprised.
getting closer, right? There's consecutive super moons, and this is mathematically like close enough to call it one. And then there's a September, the big harvest moon, the big one, October. I think it's a
Well,
super
if we look at this
full moon.
full moon, so I think you can have, oh, I see what you're saying. But if you notice this chart that we're looking at, right? This is for Washington, D.C. So for those of you who don't live in America, our apologies for always making it so America centric. But this new moon is right on, like it's happening at practically at dawn. I mean, it's not exactly, but it's just rising. So the sun is just rising and it's new. So that feels to me like a new day, like really like this new sort of energy coming in.
Yeah,
And the vibration of that day is the judgment, right?
over two, yeah.
20/2, which is connected to Pluto in the system I use with the tree of life. And
And
so it's transformational.
Venus moves into Leo, moves into Virgo that day, right? Yeah.
Yes, yes. Venus moves into Virgo, and in conjuncts, I think the same day, in conjuncts Pluto. We can even see that right here. Here's Pluto, and here's the in conjunct to Venus. That's going to move into Virgo. There's also a lovely sextile to Jupiter, and Mars is getting closer and closer. This is really kind of sextile as well, but Mars is balsamic to Jupiter, and we'll make a conjunction on, oh, what day is it? It happens at 17 degrees. For some reason, I'm not, the day is not coming. This 7th, maybe, just a few days later. And that's a big conjunction because Mars and Jupiter on the tree of life connect to the path of the strength card. And strength is the vibration of the day. I mean, the vibration of the month.
Yes.
Vibration of the year. And then all, in between, after this and before the full moon, we're going to have the 888 Lionsgate.
Yeah, you do a good lion. You do a good portal readings.
Yeah, the
That-
portal readings. Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah.
And incidentally, that vibration, the 888, is the Queen of Wands, the Fire Queen. So if we look at 13 degrees of Leo, the Sabian symbol, which I find really interesting because if I was going to describe Barack Obama and his life right now, would be this. It says, an old sea captain rocking himself on the porch of his cottage, peaceful contemplation. The lessons and messages of life are complex, and we gain much from reflection and assimilation. Reflection and depth, assimilation of our experiences. And we've had a lot of experiences recently. Well, most recently, and then go back, and the last like 9 years have been an experience. So we
Isn't
have
it
a lot to
interesting
reflect
that
on.
August is the only month that doesn't have one of our like weird holidays? But it's a month that has like so much stuff you can celebrate.
Right. You're not forced to celebrate it because it's an official
Yeah.
holiday.
Yeah. I like that though.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, this is pretty nice as far as that, but we do have Mars, Jupiter in the 10th house of the public, so there's definitely going to be some sort of public something or other. And of course, it is Gemini, so it's probably information, but
Yeah.
it is the judgment. It is the awakening card. So
Yeah.
I think things are going to be illuminated, and especially so on your full moon. So we don't want to miss that when that happens. So have you thought about crystals or anything like that for the altar?
Well, I haven't, but you know what? Ironically, and it's behind me, and I will send you a picture of it. Yesterday, I had a rose of Jericho. You know what those are? I had
Yeah,
one.
it's a selenite, isn't it?
No,
Is that-
no, it's a plant.
Oh, yes.
It's a plant, and you put it in water, and it opens up.
Right. I think, yes, I've seen that.
Put little things in there and take it out of the water. It closes up, and then you can gift it to somebody. You put your intentions in there. Yesterday, I'm like, I'm going to trim this and start a couple days ahead of time for this new moon. And I put it in water, and it opened up overnight, and it's really cool. And I did have a crystal in there that was a geode from which a geode I think would be kind of cool.
Yeah, I like that.
From the last time I had it opened up.
Wow, that's so cool. The Rose of Jericho. I
Yeah.
wonder if there's a correlation with that, because everything has a correlation astrologically. It would be interesting to see what the correlation of Rose of Jericho is.
I'm trying to like repot some plants and move things around, and this thing, I'm like, this is a new moon. it's a Leo moon. This is a thing, right? I wanna do like the plant thing and then, put the intentions. This is an important moon for intentions.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. As the sun is, and the sun being the center of our solar system, right? And of course, Leo is about love too. We must not forget, right?
Yeah.
Leo in medical astrology rules the heart.
Yeah. Yeah.
So generosity of heart might be a good day to go see somebody who needs a little cheering up, you know. And of course, I would put like a sunflower up,
Yeah.
and as far as crystals, I like um tiger eye. Still, I think I talked about tiger eye last month.
The fire
Um,
signs just love that.
and of course, sunstone. That's a beautiful one.
Moonstone. I have two moonstones and I have uh, um, I forgot what they're called. It starts with an O, a pyramid thing, a resin thing that has labradorite and other stuff in there.
Right, right. What do they call orgon? Is that what they call it?
Yes, organite.
Organite.
Yeah, I have that in the bowl with the water and two moonstones because moonstones are kind of always out there anyway.
Well, this is a moon altar, right? I mean, how could you not, you know?
I changed some stuff around and moved some plants around, and that was like, I think I want to do this and start it ahead of time. So when it is the new moon, it'll be fully open. And it did open overnight. I'm like, And then you wanted to move the day up to today. So definitely start doing the build of your altar, I think, right?
I think this might be the new moon for the cat ladies. Maybe a nice picture of your cat, your kitty.
There was Pearl's hair in that Rose of Jericho, right?
There
And
you
I
go.
thought, yeah, when it opened up, because his hair was everywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
It was everywhere. So, my God, yeah, this might be like a really good altar for cats.
Well, I'm a childless cat lady. You're only a cat lady, so you're not as messed up as I am.
Like some of that stuff is just so ridiculous. The things that are, I mean, like recognize that
He
some of
must really, I mean, I know people said he's a big faker, JD Vance we're talking about, but he must on some level believe some of that stuff. You know what I mean? I mean, why would you say it? How can you say it with such conviction? I
I
don't.
don't know. I think, what I think
He's
the
a
way
Leo, you know.
is acting. Well, there you go. I think some of it is an act, honestly.
And I think this might be on his. It's on one of his planets. This new moon is on one of his planets. One of his Leo. I think maybe his Venus. I'm trying to think.
So I had a cat deck because this would be perfect. I don't have a cat deck, but I
It
have
will
a.
be interesting to see if we hear about Obama with this moon.
We should because it's his birthday anyway.
Yes.
And that is like, and then I think there's going to be more involvement with that support and sponsorship for what he
Kamala, you
wants
mean?
for her. Yeah, I hope so.
Oh yeah. Well,
What do
they
you
have.
pull a card on? Just new moon? Like, give me some direction on the new moon.
Yeah. What do we need to know about this new moon? That's usually my question. Like, how many cards do you want to pick? You want to try one again, or you want to? We'll start with one and see how many.
Yeah, because this deck is hard. This deck is hard.
Okay. I bought a new deck. right around the time of that full moon, and it's the
Oh,
bee tarot.
yes.
It kind of in honor of Kamala, and a lot of the pictures, a lot of it look like her. It's interesting. Dark-haired women with dark skin who are, I don't know, just turned black, I guess. I don't know.
The diversions to make you second guess your response or your thoughts, like they're just getting weirder and weirder and wackier and wackier.
Well, that's the new thing, they keep saying these guys are weird, and then they prove it. So,
Okay,
all right, let's see what comes up.
put
Oh,
that.
did something fall to the floor?
Yep.
Okay,
Come
what'd you
on.
get?
I love when this shit happens.
The
19,
sun.
the sun.
You know what jumped out of my deck?
No, let me see.
The devil,
Because we were talking about the devil.
right? The choice between the light and the dark. Illumination of the devil, maybe? I'm going to pick two more cards because I certainly don't want the devil to be the card.
Is that not something? So this is a good day. This is a good day. This is good. I like that.
The honeymoon, which is the lover's card, the Gemini card. So we have the devil and the Gemini. Let's do one more. This new moon is actually on Trump's Pluto.
Oh, look at my sad face. So
The
sad.
Queen of Pentacles.
Ooh.
Ooh, baby.
So we got air.
Air.
First.
No. Well, yeah, Gemini, Capricorn, and the devil is Capricorn card. The lovers is a Gemini card, and this is the queen. The Queen of Pentacles is a Taurus card, interestingly enough.
Uranus. I think something that is going to be in Taurus.
Well,
You know,
Uranus.
the ground.
Uranus is still in Taurus.
Chocolate.
And that, Uranus is still on Algol, and it's just sort of sitting there. So it's, things are, Mars isn't there to activate it, but it's just sort of sitting there. So I feel like there's still going to be a lot of, happening.
It is, and then it's that time of year. I think algal is active this time of year, and it is the time where you take the thistle flowers off your plants. You are deadheading, okay?
Yeah, right.
Your plants, your flowers. So it is relatable. And I think in that, if not just that, but with how you take care of the earth too.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Right. Well, so we're going to say a whole lot more about the full moon, I'm sure, but that's really it. I mean, that's what's happening. And so what I would say about this new moon on the 4th is to set your attentions. Leo is about creativity. Leo is also about children. So if there's something around a child that you want to put an intention in, it would be a good time. Or just, healing of your inner child. How
Yeah.
many of us weren't allowed to be children when we were children?
Yeah,
How many parentified children are out there? Right?
yeah.
It's time to connect with your joy, with your inner child, with your creativity. Create something. Grab one of those adult coloring books and start coloring. Whatever you got to do. It would be actually a great day to do some creative project, even if you're not particularly creative, I think.
Yeah. And it doesn't, it could be just take a different way home. Try a different flavor, ice cream or, something just a little bit out of the box kind of thing to honor this Leo moon.
The exuberance that is Leo.
I do always have a carnelian relationship with Leo.
I like that too. And I think carnelian is much needed at this time anyway, because it is a protective stone and it is a stone of the warrior. And we are all warriors of light. We have our lightsabers. I think I talked about that this morning when I
Yep.
walked through the garden. To get your lightsabers out, everyone, and shine your light, because we need the light to lead the way. We are no longer want to be in darkness.
Yeah.
Any other parting words of wisdom, Mona?
I think enjoy the day. Do something fun. That's what Leo is.
That's right.
Fun, they're funny. Find something funny. Find, you know, something funny in something.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's the story, Morning Glories. We will see you Friday night tomorrow for uh, what is tomorrow? Oh God, the second,
It's Friday. Yes, it's
Friday the 2nd. So if you happen to be watching this now and you can see us on Friday. Otherwise, you can check, if you're doing this later, you can always check out what we said on Friday, but we'll probably be talking a little bit more politics. And we'll probably be talking a little bit about the upcoming full moon, even though we're going to have a full moon thing, because there's just so much really to talk about.
It is about making the connection to with astrology and this and what's happening. And it could be the Moon Shadows episode or Moonshine or Mystic Sisters. It's always going to come into play because it's relatable.
Right.
We're
The astrology is always right. It's the astrologers that aren't always right.
very opinionated.
All right, guys, have yourself a wonderful new moon. Have some fun, and doctor and nurse's orders on that.
Yep.
So we will see you on Moonshine, and we'll see you on Mystic Sisters. Take care, everyone. We love you. Namaste.